Hello, BookTube. Over the last 5 days, I've been reading Demon Slayer by Koyoharu Gotouge. On Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I read the first 9 volumes, and over the course of the weekend, I read the final 14, 7 on Saturday and 7 on Sunday. Demon Slayer is set in the Taisho era of Japan, which is 1912 to 1926. The series is about 2 siblings, Tanjiro and Nezuko Kamado. They are a family of charcoal sellers. While Tanjiro, the oldest son, and with the death of their father, the oldest male in the family, he has gone down the mountain to sell charcoal to the local villagers. While he's away, the demon Muzan Kibutsuji attacks the Kamado family homestead and slaughters the entire family and transforming Nezuko into a demon. When Tanjiro returns, he is attacked by the newly demonified Nezuko. However, Tanjiro is holding her off when Gyu, a member of the Demon Slayer Corps, appears to attempt a rescue of Tanjiro from his demonic sister. As this fight is going on, which turns into something of a 3-on-3, well, not a 3, basically a 3-person fight, Nezuko is resisting the urge to try to eat her brother. And during the course of the fight, Gyu is trying to rescue Tanjiro from Nezuko. Tanjiro is trying to rescue Nezuko from Gyu. And ultimately, Nezuko is trying to rescue Tanjiro from Gyu. So, the weirdness of the situation, which has never happened before, leaves Gyu perplexed, and he recommends to Tanjiro to take Nezuko with him and go find a trainer, the man who trained him for the Demon Slayer Corps, and trained to become a Demon Slayer himself. Tanjiro does so, and after 2 years of training, while Nezuko is sound asleep the entire time, Tanjiro is nominated for final selection, where prospective Demon Slayers go to a sacred mountain which the Demon Slayer Corps has populated parts of with demons for prospective Demon Slayers to survive a week in those mountains, and the survivors become full-fledged Demon Slayers, which Tanjiro accomplishes. So he and Nezuko then go on missions for the Demon Slayer Corps. Over the course of his adventures, or their adventures, they meet 2 other new Demon Slayers, Zenitsu and Inosuke, and they participate in the final battle with the demons led by Muzan. So this series is amazing. I've read this series at least 3 times. The first time was a slow read as I picked up the volumes, but the last 2 times have been all at once. And I've loved the series every time I've read it. It is so amazing. I love the art design. I love the characters. And I love how Tanjiro is really one of the best types of shonen protagonists. He is not only a skilled combatant, which a lot of the shonen manga that I read features, but he is also incredibly empathetic and compassionate. That the characters, whether fellow Demon Slayers or even demons that Tanjiro comes into contact with, Many of them have trauma. In the Demon Slayer's case, it's the fact that very often their families or loved ones were slaughtered by demons, and they've joined the Corps as a means of revenge. Or, in the case of the demons, many of them were, well, I mean, all demons were originally humans in this setting. And so many of the demons were humans at their lowest point when Muzan happened to them. And Muzan's the only demon who can really transform other people into demons. There is one exception. And so many of these demons themselves have incredibly sad stories, even though over the centuries they've forgotten those, what they're fighting for, what their traumas are. But Tanjiro, for the most part, is always sympathetic, both to his fellow demon slayers, no matter how jerky they can be, or demons, no matter how monstrous they often are. I mean, a perfect example is Tanjiro working his way between two brothers who don't know how to talk to each other. And for the demons, there's Daki and Gyotaro and Kaza. And it is really, really amazing. And this series is just a lot of fun. So I think if you are looking to get into manga, Demon Slayer is definitely a good series to try out. It is relatively short at 23 volumes and has a very core storyline. The entire series is about the conflict with Muzan, although there are separate story arcs that eventually lead up to the final confrontation, which takes up the final batch of volumes. But this series is a lot of fun with a lot of neat characters. So, definitely, Demon Slayer is one of my favorite manga series. So, anyway, BookTube, thank you, have a great afternoon, and stay safe.